Thank you for listening to and watching the Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast. And today we have an extremely special guest, more so than ever. This is our first Scream 7 official interview with Mason Gooding's stunt double, Brian Neal. How are you today?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Very good. And you've been in a lot of projects, so we're going to talk about all of your work today, if you don't mind. But starting, what made you want to start being a stuntman in the film and entertainment industry, and also what got you cast in Scream 7?
So actually, I just hit my 9 year mark. So I've been doing stunts for 9 years, and basically, I was being told to do it. I have a gymnastics and cheerleading background, and was tumbling a lot, and I was, getting my feet into the industry by doing background work, doing stand-in work. Then I had a couple of people just mention like, "Why aren't you doing stunts? Like, you're like a great tumbler and stuff like that. Sure, they could probably use you." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, how do I get into it?" So I went home and Googled it, and I found a few emails, and I just created basically a reel and my resume and sent it off. And then 6 months after that, I got my first call to double on a movie that was shooting, and I have not looked back since.
It's the way to do it. And the
Yeah,
signs were there, right? Everybody around you was like, "No, you're doing
you should be
this."
doing this. This is what you should do. And I'm like, okay, I listen to what people tell me. I do what I'm told, apparently. So
When it's
I
good
just
advice.
right, right. So I just went with it. I did the research and found it. It found me, and we just been working, ever since. My first stunt job was doubling for Jonathan Majors, so that led the way because I was just following him with everything. So that was a good foot in the door.
Love that.
Um, with Scream, I get hired to do the previs, which is just like we test out some of the stunts before filming starts to make sure that they are doable, to make sure that the producers and directors and writers like what we're doing, that they match what they wrote. And while we were doing the previs, I had noted that I have doubled Mason Gooden before in a movie called Pools, and basically that's how I got the job for Scream, was because I already doubled him before, and I had side by side pictures of us so you could actually see us like next to each other to show that like I can look like him, and I was able to do the stunts, and I was hired.
That's awesome. I love that. And I do think, spoiler alert for who haven't seen it, I think it was funny when he was like, "I don't want to get stabbed again tonight." And the first thing that happens is he gets stabbed. Is that where you are right there?
So it was really really funny though, because like we had the script, so we like read that. So in the previs, I did the whole stabbing part. So when we were rehearsing and practicing, and we were in the kitchen area of the bar, we were like going through it, and I was just like, he makes this joke right before this happens. Like, how would he take this stab, knowing that Ghostface isn't the one who stabbed him? Since it's his new friend, I guess,
That
that
was funny.
stabs him.
That was funny.
So I did the scene first, and then they basically like watched it, and the notes came from what I did originally. So when he's in the scene and he goes in there, he does the stab, like he gets the stab, but I'm the one that falls down. So in the shot, you will see it that he does the stab, the look, he looks up like, come on, like I just said this. And then Ghostface comes behind and like grabs his face. And then from there, it's me on the way down. And
Now,
then
next time I watch this, I'm going to be paying closer attention.
and then when the sister falls on top, yeah, that's me.
Cool, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. And we have a comment right here from our bassist, actually, James Markowski. Great work with Scream 7. Everyone I know really enjoyed it. And
Nice,
that's the
sweet. Thank
general
you.
consensus between real Scream fans, not
Yeah. Oh
paid
yeah.
shills. I've said enough
Correct.
about that on the last podcast. I don't need to go into negative territory. Let's talk about the positives here. But what I will say is, man, you're part of my favorite Scream sequel since, I mean, I think ever. I like it more than Scream 2, even, to be real. I don't know. I just think the fact that the creator is at the helm, being the
Yeah.
director of the film, there's
Yeah.
something right about that. The fact that, when Radio Silence made 5 and 6, they should not have contacted Tyler Bates. They should have contacted Marco Beltrami first, because Marco
Yeah.
Beltrami is who makes it feel like Scream, and it feels like Scream again.
And we got all our originals, all our people came back,
Well, that are still
which
alive,
was
even
super
some that are
super cool.
dead.
which
Like that
was
seems dumb. I
amazing.
thought it was
Like, I
cool. I think
mean,
it's cool. Yeah, man. Dead meat's over here
then
like, oh, this scene's stupid. This scene is stupid because of this, and they're like making fun of
no,
it, making themselves look bad. I'm like, dude, just because you didn't like the movie doesn't mean you can sit here and make fun of something that an artist loves. And now the
right,
artist doesn't even want to make the next one because of all these people. That's messed up. And that's kind of
right.
all I'm going with that stuff, Kind of had
But
to
I
make
mean,
that point.
he did good for the position that he got put into. He wasn't the original director. Like, he
Dude, this is
wasn't the
an Alien
original.
3 situation or worse, and I'm surprised this
Like,
movie is this good.
I'm not, like I said, when I saw the script, I got super excited when I heard he was directing. Super super excited,
You had the
and
script, so I didn't.
I mean,
Right.
so but even still being a fan, I didn't read
Oh,
the whole
that's fair.
script because I didn't want to
Oh.
know.
Oh, I respect you for that, man. That's awesome.
So, they was like, well, we got to set this up. And I was like, we can set it up, but I don't want to know who the killer is because I still want to go watch it as a fan. Like,
You don't want to be spoiled.
I knew how many killers there were going to be, but I was just like, I want to like leave that to chance just to figure out, which one or which two that they are. Because they have pictures of everybody that's in the movie like on the walls and stuff. So I'm like looking and I'm like, oh snap, like he's
You're
in it.
trying to
Oh
figure
snap,
out, but you don't
she's in
want
it.
to at the same time. But you're trying to.
Right.
I guess
I'm
it's
like,
cool.
Dewey's back. Like, hold on, what's going on? Like, all right, but I don't want to know.
It's
I
like
just
this is
want to
what it's
know
like
what
to
I'm
make a
doing.
Scream.
That's it.
That's what it's like to make a Scream film. That's
Yeah.
absolutely what it's. That's fucking awesome. I never thought of it like that. Right. I
But
just think that people are
think
showing up
about
to
the
work. They're
first
not
one.
trying to figure it out. I love that though.
In the first one, remember, they didn't really know who the killer was until like the end.
No. And also, they didn't even know it was going to be this big thing. Nev Campbell always talks about, like, they joked, would this be a Halloween costume? They were like, no. Fucking they brought that movie back in theaters after it was done.
Mm-hmm.
They still don't do
Mm-hmm.
that. Scream is that big. And then this movie made more money in its run than any previous Scream movie. We're getting 8, whether the haters like it or not.
I'm like so excited, so happy. And I mean, we had the original costume for 7 too. So a lot of people I've been seeing was just like, why is the costume glittering? And I'm like, have you watched any of the screams?
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off about 5 and 6. It was there a little bit in 5. It was gone in 6. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Where's my glitter? It's in every
Yeah.
single movie. What's going on? What did they do to this costume? No, I agree, man.
And
It looks right.
yet again, 4-7, I think that's why it was highlighted because it was just like one. Think about one. The first screen centered mostly around Sydney. Everything was about Sydney, give or take because her boyfriend and the friend was the ghost faces or whatever, but still it was Sydney Prescott. Sydney, 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 Sydney. So 7 is Sydney Prescott. Sydney, Sydney, Sydney. Oh, she has a daughter. Cool. Family, family, family of Sydney, Sydney,
Hmm.
Sydney, Sydney,
And her
Sydney.
name is
Like,
Tatum. And the whole monologue at the end, at first they made it seem like it's because she named her after her dead friend, and that's weird. No, it's because of the beautiful
mhm.
reason and purpose that the character of Tatum had in the character of Sydney's life. And I think that's
Right.
beautiful. And then the full circle moment with Gail, where she's like telling her that she trusts her too at the end. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
those are the character moments that make Scream more than just a stupid fucking slasher film, right? They're
Right.
beautiful movies with
Right.
character development. The first 4 were consistently same cast, same 3 main casts, same
Mm-hmm.
director. What other horror franchise has that? Just saying. And
That's
to
true.
be consistently that good from 1 to 4, and now from 4 to 7. This
Right.
is a franchise unlike no other. They could have pulled the new Star Wars route. They almost did with the commentary of 5 and 6. And then we did not do The Last Jedi for number 3. Thank you. Thank you for not. Because they teased us with it. They kind of fucked with us about it, right? With the whole
Yeah.
Stu thing. But they didn't
Yeah.
pull like, oh, the Emperor is alive, but we announced it in Fortnite. What the fuck was that? Sorry, Disney. I've been taking a lot of jabs, but now they seem to be learning with the Star Wars IP. That Mandalorian movie looks awesome.
It does. It
And
does. It
I'm
looks
surprised they put that in
great.
front of Scream 7 for a trailer. I think that's funny. It's like,
Hey,
come to see people
I
get
think
stabbed.
they
Here's
knew people
Star
were going to go
Wars.
watch Scream 7. They knew that's a great marketing. Great
Yes, it
marketing. They
is.
knew people were
Because it
going to
made
go
me
watch.
want to see that too. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many
Mhm.
movies coming out this year. So
Marketing genius. Put a
yeah.
Disney movie in front of a horror movie. You right.
And Disney and Paramount working together right now, and Paramount just bought Warner. That's the
Yep.
smartest thing these two big companies can do is they can't merge. They cannot legally merge, but what they can do is they can collaborate.
And that's the best route. The best route, I think.
Hmm. I'm excited, man. This is so freaking awesome. So what was your favorite experience of working on Scream 7?
The bar tap scene. So we were doing the previous. We did the previous back in December of 2024, and we were trying to like set it up. Like the fight coordinator like read it to us and was just like, yeah, he like grabs his head and like places it like on top of like this like sharp spike, and I'm like, oh my god, do they pull it like the beer comes out his mouth? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, we about to make a human bar tap. Are you serious? Like,
So like I said this was yesterday too. Staples. Drew Barrymore, opening scene. When the shot goes up to her hanging on the tree, that fast, quick, that's a staple. When Jada Pinkett dies in the opening scene of Scream 2, that's a staple.
yep.
Shit, even when Cotton dies in the opening of Scream 3, that's a staple. Right
Hmm.
here that we're bringing staples back. I don't feel like
Hmm.
there was a staple since then. Okay, maybe Olivia's death in Scream 4, and that was probably the last time. 5 and 6 don't have a staple. They have
No.
grotesque gore scenes that are too far for Scream, maybe better in Saw or something like that. But 7 has those staples. That McKenna Grace's scene. We're gonna be having Kyle Winters on.
Oh,
Also,
nice.
so who played Aaron? Yeah.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. That happens on April 19th. So like my point is like there's staples in Scream 7. Multiple
Hmm.
staples. Shit. Spoiler alert. When Jessica gets her face shot off at the end. That was fire. That's some of the best CGI I've ever seen. And the beer tap, though. Back to that, man. That affected me. It's still affecting me. And
Yeah.
that's what a good horror movie should do.
Oh yeah. I was so I was so exciting. Like just trying to figure that out. Them making everything and just being able to like watch it and like just be there for it was amazing. It was so cool.
How much
Um,
of it was practical? How much of it was CG? I need to know.
the only thing that was CGI was when his face swelled out, and the beer and blood. Because a lot of people ask too, what is that coming out of his mouth? Like it's beer. Like he's a beer tap. So
And
it's beer
blood.
and blood
Hmm.
coming out of his mouth. Because they were like, why is it that color? It should have just been blood. I'm like, well, no, he's on the beer. He's a beer tap. It's gonna be a mix of beer and
And I
blood.
love that it was a natural dead slide. It wasn't that
Yeah.
Ghostface like did it on purpose to be funny. Like I
Mm-mm.
feel like maybe Scream 3, Ghostface might have done that to be funny. I don't know. Ghostface was still pretty mean in that. That movie was just funny. But my point is, like, it wasn't to be funny. It was just mere
No.
coincidence of the weight of his dead body falling down, which makes it even
Yep.
more creepy. That's like adding to the factor of like the original cut of Scream when the guts rolled out from Steve. Like that's that creepy, unsettling, unsavory factor that makes Scream scary. That I think a
Oh
lot of the
yeah.
sequels have been missing. You know.
And
Um,
what I like though is when people are trying to figure out like which one did it, and they were
mhm.
just like, "Oh, did Jessica kill her own son?" And I'm like,
That
"Did
That's what
she?"
that when I because the movie got spoiled for me and I ended up enjoying the movie more. The haters,
Yeah.
the boycotters, it didn't work. I liked the movie more. Wow, I love the killer reveal. But yeah, well, that was the one gripe I had when I first found out. I'm like, wait, what? Her own son? I mean, I figured because of the whole hysteria thing. Like when she got cast, she plays crazy too well in a camp. But that, yeah, that was. And she even made a comment about it
Right.
too.
Right.
Hmm.
I was
Mm.
like, oh, and it's so funny too, because I mean, of course, we had to keep our mouths closed until the movie comes out, not to reveal anything, because there was a lot of rumors like, oh, who's going to be the killer, and everybody thought Asa was going to be the killer, and I'm like,
In the
nope,
movie, he's too on the nose.
I
But
helped kill him, so it's
what I
not him.
find kind of funny though is his like eyes and face structure a little bit looks a little
Yeah.
bit like my YouTuber friend Killjoy Jake, and I feel like they might have done that on purpose. I really do. I feel like they did that a little bit on purpose. He has a similarity to Killjoy Jake,
Okay.
which is really funny. But yeah, no, he was really good. I liked him in it. He played the weird dude well. I do wish that we got a little more between him and Celeste O'Connor's character because they had a little romance moment, and that was cool. But we didn't get anything to it, so I was like, oh man, they died before they could make love.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Ace's character though was to be that throw off. Like this
Yeah.
kid is weird, but he's obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
But the boyfriend too, though. Was he shady?
true,
We never get an answer to that. That AI thing was weird.
and that's why I still think there's room for 8. I
I
think
know that's what
eight's
I'm
gonna be
saying.
some explanations that
And Kevin said
tie
about the
into
test
7.
screening with the end credit scene with Stu closing the laptop, being alive, and he cut it because it confused people. I mean, that's confirmed.
Mhm.
It's still in the movie though. Like I said in the last podcast, opening scene as they're pulling up, they confirm that little thing that Wes put in Scream 2 with Matthew Lillard in the background hugging the killer Mickey. Yeah,
Yeah.
they confirmed that was a Stu sighting at Windsor College in '97. So
Yep.
boom, that's in the beginning. So and they burned down Stu's house. That didn't happen for no reason. Like there's things to go back to. The first 2 FaceTime calls, he has scars. The last one where it's clearly like a freaking CGI green screen background, he doesn't have the scars. I think the first 2
Mm,
calls were Stu. I do, and
okay.
it's still open. Kevin hasn't definitively closed the book on it.
No,
He
no, but
won't,
I think he's gonna let whoever's hitting it next interpret what he did.
and
So
that's
if you
kind
do
of what I
want to bring
picked
him
up
back,
on from.
yeah,
Sorry,
like you can. Like he left it open that if you do want to bring him back, you can, and if you don't have to.
like I said before we started this, Matthew Lillard is the best part of the movie. When he comes on screen, your eyes will light up, your mouth will drop. He's electric. We are at number 8. Actually, it would make more sense to actually bring Stu back and fix all of the fucking plot holes from 1 to 7 of who killed who. Have it be Stu, right? Oh, it wasn't Amber that killed
Ooh.
Dewey. That's not possible. It was Stu. You know what I mean? It
Hmm.
wasn't shit, it wasn't Jessica that killed their son. It might have been Stu. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
things you could do with that, right? Oh, Scream 4. You're telling me that there's no possible way that either Jill or Charlie killed her mother. Like just look at
Yeah.
timing and where they're at in the movie, try to figure it out. Yeah, they weren't
Yeah.
thinking about it when they made it, but what I'm saying is they can now, and they can do it by bringing Stu back. And all the naysayers, I just think they're mad because we're on number 8 now and we keep going, and they're not bad movies. I think they're mad about that. Because
Yeah. I mean, we
look
got
at
to get
Friday
to
the
10.
13th Part 8. Look at
I was
fucking
about to say,
Nightmare on Elm
Scream,
Street.
Scream X would have a super cool logo. Like,
It would
I
have a
think
cool
we
logo.
gotta get to 10. We gotta get
I
to
do
10.
say we stop there though. Like
Yeah,
9 or 10,
yeah,
that's it. We don't need to
that's
keep
it.
going.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about with Jack Stannis spin-offs. We could do a Kirby TV show. We could do the Cult of Ghostface
Ooh.
in that. We could do a prequel and have it all end up with burning down Woodsboro. There's ideas here. It's not dead.
No, no. You could do a lot of spinoffs. There's a lot of spinoffs you could
We can
do.
use the Ghostface name. We don't have to have it be called Scream. Like, look at Spiral, Chris Rock's Saw movie. That's a Saw
I
movie.
like
That's a
that one.
copycat killer. Me
Yeah,
too.
I
I
did like
also
that.
I liked Jigsaw aside from the flat screen TV. That's bullshit. Like, you can't tell me this takes place in 2002 with a freaking brand new TV. But my
Right.
point is, Spiral was really good. A great
Spiral was
commentary on
good.
police corruption. Who would have thought Sam Jackson and Chris Rock playing father and son would be so perfect? But it is. And
Right.
actually, really, if you think about it, their
Right.
demeanors, it makes sense. And just the whole, it was kind of a remake of the first Saw, and yeah, the twist is predictable. Whatever, it was really well done. It was
Yeah,
made
I
by the
agree.
guy who directed Saw 2, 3, and 4, so I didn't see that coming.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Darren Lynn Bousman directed that. I was surprised. That was
great.
probably his best film. Because
Yeah,
I
great.
really don't like Saw 2, 3, or 4. I think they're terrible, to be honest with you. Saw 2 builds lore, but 3 and 4 are bullshit because they end in the
Okay.
same place.
I was
I'm like,
like,
really,
well,
movie?
dude.
How
I
can you do
like
that to
two
me?
because I'm a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
patient person,
Oh, and the needle
and
pit. Oh.
and two, all you have to do is be patient. That's my biggest thing. I'm very
None of them
patient.
are,
All you
and they
have to
all
do
end
is
up
be
dead.
patient.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, that I do like two now that I think about it. But three, 4, and 5 are rough. I like 6, 7. The blood is pink. I don't like 7. Like I said, I like Jigsaw and Spiral. I haven't seen 10 though, so I'm like hit or miss with Saw.
I don't
But
think I have
they
either.
totally they give the homage in the original. I want to play a game. Come on, man.
Okay.
There's
I don't think I've
references to
seen 10.
Scream in the original Saw. He literally says, "I want to play a game," like Ghostface. Literally
Right.
stole
Do you
Ghostface's
want to play a
line.
game?
Yeah, he
Right.
wants to play a game.
And I
I
want
want
to
to
play
play a
a game.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
hmm
Saw was great though.
Oh, I
I'm sorry.
love that
Yeah.
first movie is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Scream tops it because Scream is my favorite movie of all time, but Saw's
Yeah.
up there, man. That first movie, and they didn't have the budget too. So when the Tap's partner walks through the doorway and he get the shotgun trap that blows his head off, you just see the blood on his shoulders.
Oh
That's
yeah.
almost more scary. This is why I liked the first 3 quarters of Halloween 2018 because it leaves enough for your imagination for it to be scary.
Fair.
Less is
Okay.
more. And
That's
then the
fair.
sequels is just all gore.
That's what they think. That's what we need. I'm like,
Yeah.
we don't need all of that. Like,
No, it can be told well. I do really like Saw 6 though, because the whole carousel thing and the whole like CEO and he's in this
yeah,
situation. Julie Benz, who played Dexter's wife Rita, she's in that. I always like her, even if she's in something not that good. But Saw 6 is actually really good. I don't know why. Randomly, Saw 6 is really good.
it could be the cast. The cast can help and assist.
Well, Friday the 13th 6 is good too, but that one's just funny because Jason's got superpowers. That's the one that starts
Right.
with like Tommy striking him with lightning and resurrecting him, and he just like punches
Yeah.
this dude to a tree, and it leaves a face print of blood on the tree with like a smiley face. Like, what the fuck is that movie? I love it. And then the New Blood's telekinesis. Like 6 and 7 for Friday the 13th are fun.
Like,
Oh my
it was
god.
starting to like trail off for sure after that.
At Takes
Like,
Manhattan, boom. And the first 10 minutes of Jason X are cool, but they just ripped off Hannibal Lecter. So I mean, like,
yeah, but yeah.
and the sleeping bag kill that. And the cryogenic freezing like her head and then smashing it. That's
That
pretty
was
effective.
cool.
Yeah,
That
there's
was
some
cool.
cool ass moments, but that movie's really corny and I love it. I like bad horror movies too, And Scream
But they
7
had to
is
set it
not
up
one of
for
them.
Freddy versus Jason. It was just
Oh
a
yes, they
setup for
did.
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, and they actually I think they set that up all the way back in Jason Goes to Hell in like
Hmm.
'89 at the very
Yep.
end because Freddy's hand comes up and
Yep.
grabs the mask. It's the longest payoff ever. They did it
Yep.
in I think one of the Predator movies. They had a xenomorph in the background to set up Alien versus Predator. I think that's cool that they do those
All the
little
setups.
nods.
And
Yeah,
that's why
connect
I
the
think
universe.
seven is setting up for the
Oh,
rest. 7 was a refresher to set up for what's coming.
oh, we lost connection. Uh-oh. Dude, I lost connection for a minute. Are we good?
I'm
I'm sorry about that. It's just because my screen went black and it started doing the buffer. I'm like,
oh
oh no. Sorry. Did it not cut out for you?
no, you were still going. I can see everything and stuff.
So this is the fun part about podcasts is the technical difficulties. It keeps it human and real. I don't cut these things. That makes it fun.
Okay.
But back to
Yeah.
what you were saying. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, no worries. I'm just saying it's just a setup. Everything's set up. Like you get the original writer, the original guy who made this story, this arc, and you give us 7 that's just solely focused on why she wasn't there in New York.
I know. Taking jabs at number 6. I
And
get
I'm
why all the
like,
vitriol is there. There's a lot of mad
and then
between 5 and 6
she
fans.
say basically, I'm not gonna be gone no more. I'm not leaving
Yeah.
no more. So now you know you got Sydney, with the possibility of Stu being back, Gail, Chad, and Mindy gonna be around. Like, all right, we
Which
setting
leaves
up
the
for a
door
whole new.
open for Sam and Tara to come back and say hi in the future. We don't have to
Yeah.
fully
Oh,
close
heck
that
yeah.
off either. There's like I said yesterday, there's a
Yep.
way that everybody could be happy. The corporate aspect can make their money. The artists who appreciate the art can be happy, and then the popcorn fans of popcorn films, like I was saying earlier, Scream 6 is like Fast and Furious of 6. People that like the fun, go to the theater, turn your brain off movies can be happy
Right.
too. We can satisfy all 3 markets with the next 3 Scream movies. We could do 3 more. We could do up to 10, like you were saying, because
Right.
X would be a cool ass logo. And to make solid
Right.
10 Scream movies that none
Right.
of them are bad movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
not one of them is a bad movie. There's some bad
No.
writing in 5 and
Right. I
6.
was like, they have their things, but like they're still like enjoyable, watchable like movies for sure.
And even is this movie perfect? No, no movie is perfect. Look at
No.
Cinema Sins. No movie is without sin. We're human. We can't make perfect art because we're not perfect.
Correct. And I mean, just with 7, it's like I said, I feel like me personally just thinks it's just a signage for Sidney Prescott's character. Like, hey, we missed you. Are you back? And she's like, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. They mess with my daughter, and I don't know how my
That's it.
husband alive still, but he alive, so they
I
mess
do
with him too.
appreciate that though, because I liked him a lot. Like I wasn't even mad about that one.
So originally I thought he was gonna be one of the killers because I was just like, I watch Community, so I'm like, Joe McHale is in this. He not gonna do nothing funny. Like he's gonna be one of the killers. I
No,
was
he did
hoping.
something funny. He
Oh
was
yeah,
funny in it.
well, oh yeah. I just thought it was gonna be that a little switch from what
Little
he
twist,
normally
yeah.
does, and I was just like, he's playing her husband. Okay,
Could do it.
okay. And
Could
then
do it.
I helped set up the fight scene of him and Ghostface outside the house
That
when
was
Ghostface
so
goes
good.
into the street.
And the fucking Gale entrance. Oh my god, the
Yeah.
whole theater, every single theater for this movie erupted in clapter, by the way. It wasn't just me. Every single person that saw it, everybody. Standing ovation. I know Kevin did that on purpose. He admitted it.
But see,
So
that's
cool.
what made me not want to know the rest because they were like, we're gonna kill a Ghostface, and I was just like, well, how many is it gonna be? And they were like 3, and I go, oh, that's fine then. As long as there's still 2, we could kill one. I don't want to
Yeah.
know who it is, but like that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I do like there was 3 again, but we did the 3 on camera in the last one. We don't need that again. I like that we
Right.
did. They gave us something that the fans wanted. We wanted a Ghostface killed off early in the movie to then have the other 2
Mhm.
revealed later. We literally
Yep.
asked for that. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
They're actually
And that's
listening to
that's
the
all
fans.
that was. Yep. That's all that was. That's why it didn't matter who Carl was in 7. I
No,
think it's gonna be important later
later
though.
when it comes to the revealing of the cult of Ghostface, because we already started this with Jason and what's his face in the opening of 6. We've already led into it. The original idea for Scream 3 that
Mhm.
became the following that Kevin created was Stu orchestrating this from prison. I mean, it's there. We have the bones. We can literally fix all of the plot holes. Might it create some? Sure. But we could fix the
Yeah.
who killed who thing definitely with it being like Stu's alive and is behind this whole thing. Because it doesn't make sense that ghost faces keep coming back unless someone's orchestrating it. And who
Correct.
would be the perfect one that nobody knows if this dude's dead or alive, even in universe? Also, the coroner thing. That was never confirmed to be Jessica. Remember the
Right. They
coroner
never they
having no.
never they never said anything else about that. Right.
Nope, that was left open. Like I said,
Yep.
the first 2 FaceTime calls, Stu has like scars and there's a moving background. He's really there. Like there's
Yeah.
no way that was like later on they show it being a deep fake, but I think Kevin did all of this on purpose.
Oh yeah, because then
He led
that would
more
have
into
meant
it.
that Stu was at the high school and he was working with the other 2,
And it would make
meaning
sense if
that
Stu was the one who did the old school kill with holding the knife up.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
Just like at
I was
Stu's
just about to
house,
say
who
that.
was the one who held the knife up at Stu's house that replaced the
Yep.
animatronic and burnt down that house? Like we didn't do that for no reason. It's just more to
Hmm.
explain in the future. Doors open.
But also, what I noticed too was when Sydney comes in and she fires the shot, he didn't run right away.
Oh, yeah.
She
Yup.
did the first shot, and he's like, "Really?" And then takes off, and I'm
You're
like,
right. You're right. Like
hmm.
nice to see you again in person.
Right, right. Like, oh, you're actually here. And
Mm.
then it's just like, okay, she is shooting. Like, let me
Mm-hmm.
get out. Let me get out of
And that's
here.
what I'm saying. I feel like the throwing the extra Carl dying, right? It's like a subversion to take your mind off of that for the rest of the movie, and then you're on the mind of the other 2 killers, right? Okay.
Right, right.
Um, I don't know if this is true. Beyond the Mask, a Scream YouTube channel, said that apparently in the original cut that like she was lying to the other 2 and they're Stu fanatics, and that she was saying that she was Leslie Mocker. I don't know if that was in the movie. I don't know if that's true or not. It would make a little more sense, but then again, we're removing ourselves from the hey, let's have this be like something that's not related to Sydney and her childhood.
Right.
Um, and I like what we did with it. And we still left the door
Mhm.
open for Stu. I just wish we kept that ending scene in the credits with Stu closing the laptop. And I'm begging you, Paramount, please put that as a cut on the DVD,
A deleted
please.
scene or something.
Not even
Yeah.
just the deleted scene. Put a different cut of the movie with the alternate ending in there.
Oh, I get. Okay.
We did
Okay.
it with Scream 3. Scream
Hmm.
4, Lionsgate, they have the rights to that. We need, like I said before, all the deleted scenes and the alternate opening. We need a cut of that too. Like the fans want that stuff. Well, like a lot of the best scenes in Scream end up being cut. I know
Yeah.
that Joel McHale's stab scene, he didn't die, spoiler alert. That was cut down because in the trailers there's blood on the mask. I don't see blood on the mask in the movie. And I know he was stabbed 15 times. Kevin talked about it. So they were like, no, we're not doing this. But like, why do we keep cutting our blood on the mask scenes? Scream 4 had it with Brittany Robertson, you know, the whole like you're not real, and then we replaced it
Mhm.
with Amy Teagarden, which felt like a cheap reshoot that Weinstein ordered, honestly, because he didn't like the he thought Amy Teagarden was hotter or something. I don't know.
That probably could have been the case. That probably
Because that original
probably was
opening of
true.
Scream 4 is scary. It's actually scary because look, she's just sitting on the couch and they played a prank on each other already. So it's like
Hmm.
leveling up. And then she closes the fridge door and Ghostface is just standing right behind her friend. And she's like, "Really, guys?" She's like, "What?" And then he just starts stabbing her. And for a second, she still thinks it's a prank. That's
Right.
scary as fuck. And then Ghostface gets her and she's like, "You're not real." And then that's scary. We need that in Scream 4. We need that cut. We also need the cut of Scream
Hmm.
7 with that final scene because I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see a version of this movie with that scene in it because it leads into everything we've been saying.
True. That's true. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I'm looking forward to a potential eight.
We need it.
I would love to work on another Scream movie. That would be cool.
Chad's still alive.
He is, but I'm like he didn't got stabbed so many times. I'm like,
He might not got anything left inside him.
just don't stab him no more. Like, let's get
Mm-mm.
into a fight with Ghostface. Let's do something else. But him getting he didn't get stabbed by Ghostface in 7. He got stabbed by his
Right.
friend. So
Right. That's the
we
subversion
gave him a
there.
break. Gave him
I
a
will say
break.
too, though, we did this with Dewey, right? We had him stabbed in the first 2 movies. By number
Yeah,
3, yeah, he's got a limp, but he's more of like a okay, I'm a hero here. And 4,
yeah,
he's like fully healed from all that, and he's the sheriff, and he's more of a badass. He's a like that's what I'm saying. You can do that with Chad. I mean, yeah,
that's
he's a
true.
news reporter now, but he could become a cop. That could be a really cool arc for that character. That's very
That's
Dewey-esque
true.
of him because there's already the layers and parallels to that, right?
Yeah.
So. Just saying. It's really cool.
Or
And
they
like I
could
said,
stay.
like
Like,
what
I feel like they need to touch on who was the camera guy in 2 who when they
Joel.
found it. Yeah.
He's alive. Yeah, he survived. I
They
love that. I'm
need
gonna I'm
they
gonna
need
go
to
get some
touch
special K, maybe some crack. I'm getting the fuck
yeah,
out
they
of
need to
here.
touch on him. They need to figure out where he went. He said, "No, I'm out. Y'all can go ahead and
Literally.
have this."
I love that. I love that subversion of the trope because look at what they did with the opening scene. So they kind of
Right.
had to do that in Scream too, or it'd be offensive.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I
This
love
was
that Joel just got the fuck out.
oh yeah,
He
he
just
was just like, nah.
And he
Mm-mm.
still came back for the end too. I thought that
Hmm.
was nice. But
But
yeah, no,
that's what
I
I'm saying.
wouldn't.
Like they need to like if he had a cameo back too to be like he didn't live X amount of years longer and probably have been watching all of this crazy stuff on the news.
Holy shit! Opening for 8. He's lived this long, and that's what. That could be a way to do it. There's a
This
character right there that's
Ghostface,
alive
this Ghostface is trying to tie loose ends. Like, oh,
because
he
there
got
are
away. Yeah, we let you
not for
live a little
long.
bit. Right, right.
Hmm.
So I'm sure if we actually went back and looked, there's probably at least one person in every movie that was not necessarily important, but that we were introduced to that lived. And
I
this
see
Ghostface is gonna
that.
be going back and just taking them
Taking
out,
them all out. Yeah,
taking them all out.
we can do it. We can definitely do it. I don't think Sydney should ever die. At this point, Gail, though, I know she wants to be in everyone, but you could kill off Gail at this point. To add into the whole thing about their friendship too and all that, I do love the fact that she is physically affected by the events of 6.
Yes.
Like she's taking
Yes.
pain meds and she has a limp
She's
now, and
shake.
like
Yeah.
she's pretty much become Dewey. Think
Right.
about that. That's crazy.
Right. So right, she would eventually potentially need to be killed off. Yeah.
That's she
Yeah.
survived too much too. Six was a little too far. She was
I, I thought that was gonna be the end. I was like, oh, we finally getting Gail gone, and then not. But I was just like, well, after Chad got stabbed like 200 times, I was just like, okay, that's fair.
I
She
love
can
how
live
we
after this one.
exaggerate how many times Chad got stabbed in six. It was like six times, but still,
I know it
I ha
wasn't. It wasn't a lot.
I have a buck 119. You're not surviving that. But also, it's not a lightsaber. It doesn't just go through walls and doors like that. You could stick it in a wall and it'll stay, or put it in a tree, but that's about it. It ain't going through a door like that. It's not a fucking lightsaber. It's a movie, guys. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I love that though. Dude, I'm so excited. Thank you for doing this. Let's I want to talk about more of your other work too. Like let's talk about some of the other films that you've worked on, please, cuz I don't want to just stay on this topic. I want to talk about more of what you've done.
um. Well, like I was saying earlier, I followed Jonathan Majors around a lot, so I got to do Lovecraft Country. I did the whole season of Lovecraft Country. We got to do Devotion together. Um, we did Creed, and then that was it
They
for.
didn't bring you for Kang?
No, that shot in London. So it was during
Ah.
COVID. It was during COVID when
Oh.
they shot. So they weren't bringing any Americans over to. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's money. Passports, money, everything.
Well,
I
no, no,
do
no, no,
find
no, 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 no. No, it was just COVID,
that's it.
and we didn't have any
Oh, because of the virus.
protections. Yeah.
That
So they
makes a
were
lot of
just
sense.
like,
The fact that we could talk about this now on the internet is funny. Could not back then at all.
no,
Or you get
no.
deplatformed. So you can't
It
even say the
was.
word. It was terrible.
reg-
The
Uh,
worst
I
case
mean,
of censorship
I
I've ever
totally get.
seen.
I totally get it. Like we were still like, doing the shelter in place, and they had, their bubbles and like all of that stuff. And they were
I live
just
in
like,
Florida.
man,
Nobody fucking did anything down here. Nobody followed it. People wore masks because they had to at work, and that was about it.
I mean, I was in Georgia a lot too. So that was, pretty much
Same
kind of the
there.
same. So with having to leave the country, they were like, well, we're going to bring the actors, but we have stunt people here.
Here. Yeah, no, I get
And
that.
I was just like, oh, okay.
And
Because it was
I
originally supposed to shoot in Atlanta.
right. Oh my God, they moved it because of COVID.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so
If it would
true.
have shot in Atlanta, then yes,
I
yes, I
swear to
was
God,
ready.
COVID
I was
fucking
ready.
ruined everything, man.
I
Apparently
was ready.
they were filming Scream 5 during that too, so they had to do
Yep.
like 10 COVID tests per take or some shit for each
Which
actor.
was also in Canada. They shot that in Canada.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
5 was? I know 6 was. I didn't know 5 was also in Canada.
5 and 6. Five and
Probably
six should have
got
been
some
in
tax
Canada.
breaks on that. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Where was 7
Mm-hmm.
shot? That was shot in Atlanta, right?
Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah. Right near
Yeah.
me. Wow. I was thinking about
Yeah.
driving up to visit the set, but I was like, my car ain't making that.
that's
All right, I don't want to drive 5 hours either. From Daytona Beach all the way to Atlanta,
that's
Georgia.
fair.
I've done
It
it.
was a lot of different sets.
I did it actually in 2024 in August. I went to see Green Day at Truist Park. And they
Nice.
played Dookie and American Idiot. The Paradox opened for them, the Paradox band. And I became friends with them. They all follow me on Instagram. They gave me their
Oh,
longest
shit.
interview on this podcast. So you've been on the same podcast as the biggest alternative rock band right now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. They
Nice.
got 1 million followers, man. They did it.
Shit.
That's
Good.
the way to do it.
Congrats
You
to
have a
them.
bunch of people making horrible racist jokes online, so you turn it around and make fame out of it. Don't
Yeah.
change who you are. Don't change your music. And they just kept it the same. And what? They have fucking Travis Barker. Their favorite band is Blink-182. They got Travis
Oh,
Barker playing drums on one of the songs of that EP.
dang.
Proud of them. I'm
Lovely.
proud of them. And they roll with
Lovely.
those. They make the jokes themselves. When they play without Travis, they're like, we don't have Travis with us tonight. This is Travis Darker. And we're Black 182.
Fantastic.
It's terrible.
That's fantastic.
Best part is seeing the white people react to the shit. Like,
Right. They like,
because they don't know how to.
do we laugh? Can we laugh? Can we laugh?
Can we? I don't know. That's the fun of it. That's why they're called the Paradox, because they make pop punk
Okay.
music, man. It's awesome and
Okay.
it's good. They're really talented. Eric does covers too, the singer. He does like
Hmm.
1950s song covers too, and that's really where he
Oh,
shines. He's a very talented musician. I
okay.
fortunately went to school with his childhood friend, and my oldest longest running friend here in Florida since I moved down here, Dave McCuca. So Jacob Barone and Dave McCuca, shout out to you both. They both grew up with Eric, the singer, and I'm good friends with
Okay.
them. So that's just kind of how it works. When I did the podcast with the Paradox and fucking Eric shouted out Jacob, I'm like, dude, that's my good friend. I go to school with him. I'm in audio engineering school with him. So funny. Small
Nice.
world. But that's really
Right.
how that connection happens. So, like, dude, the fact that all of this is happening for all of us, like you're successful, I'm successful, we're fucking doing this together, we're in the arts. Like I always say, I hate to be High School Musical about it, but we're all in this together, man.
We're
Terrible dad
all
joke,
in
but I do it.
this.
I did it on stage at our show this past weekend, the headlining show in Orlando, and even the
Yeah.
fucking owner of the venue was like, "Oh, I know." I was like, "Oh, I know. I'm not a stand-up comedian. This is why I don't tell jokes on stage." But I like bad dad jokes, man. They're funny.
Hey, we need more bad dad jokes.
Yeah, we do. Too much dirtiness all the time. I mean, I like a good dirty joke, but too much of it, it's like you become like Masuka from Dexter. People are
Right,
annoyed
right.
by him. You notice that no one can
Yeah.
stand Masuka because it's always a sex
Just
joke.
a dirty, yep. Yep. That's why you need the light-hearted, like that was stupid, but like it was
Balance.
funny. You laughed. It was funny.
And now I can tell the dirty joke. What do you call a tire made out of 365 used condoms? A Goodyear. That one's also a bad dad joke. But my point is, it leaves the room open to like make other jokes too. Like
Right.
people try to stick to one shtick when it comes to comedy, and I don't know how we got here. I'm sorry, I'm ADHD as fuck. But back to the
Yeah.
other projects you've worked on. So Jonathan Majors, you worked with him, you doubled for him, and then after that, what else did you do? You've done other
Um,
projects. Please
I
talk
worked
about them.
on some I did a couple of Fear the Walking Deads. I did Tales of the Walking Dead. Um I actually just finished a project that I hope is gonna get picked up called Puzzled. Was doubling for Damon Wayans Jr. Um and well, I got to give a shout out to him because he's like super cool, super awesome. And then another shout out because he said Scream is gonna be sick, so I'm excited to see Scream. He said it was
Scary
a fun
movie.
time. Oh, I'm sorry, scary movie. Sorry, yes, you're
No, I didn't
correct.
mean to be a dick.
No, 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 you are no,
People
you are
get
correct.
people get the two confused enough.
Yeah, Scary Movie 6
There we go.
coming out this year with the Wayans brothers is gonna be fantastic.
What's that?
I wish I could have worked on that too. That would have been if I would have did a Scream and Scary Movie coming out in the same year, you can tell me nothing. But didn't happen that way, which is okay. But
You notice they did the requel thing too. It's just called Scary Movie. The VI is in movie.
uh-huh.
That's
They taking
great.
it back. They taking it
Hmm.
back. They
Yeah,
doing their
that's the way
thing.
to do it. Well, I mean,
Doing
really
their
think about
thing.
it. What did they do? What happened? The Weinsteins took their idea. Oh, we lost you again. I
I
see
mean,
you on the viewfinder, but okay, there we go. I just did the
yeah,
thingy. Sorry, the
yeah.
Weinsteins took the idea for Scary Movie 3, right? From the
Mhm,
from the Wayans brothers, hired
mhm.
the director of Airplane, a
Yep,
white dude, to
yep,
put a bunch of racist jokes in the movie. I don't like 3 or 4. I'll be honest. There's some funny
yep.
moments, but I really don't like those movies.
Three,
Um,
three, three is
it
is
has
is
its
here with
moments. It
me.
has its
Yeah,
moments, but like I said, it's a R-rated movie cut down to be PG-13, so I have a problem
yeah.
with that. And then also, like I said, there's a bunch of racist jokes that don't need to be there. Sorry,
No,
it's
no.
just it's not needed. And actually, no, I'm not sorry. Fuck you, Harvey Weinstein. But and
But
then
that's why
5 was just
four and five were just like,
bad.
why, why,
Mm.
no, you
Even
can't just start
superhero
making
movie
fun
was
of
better than that.
anything. Which one was?
Superhero movie was better than that. And that was pretty bad. That movie's fun. I like the oh shit joke. The signs on the street. Oh shit. And it's this name of the
Yeah.
streets are oh shit. So stupid, but it's a good Spider-Man parody, I guess. But
It is, but like I agree with you there. I would say that's better than 4 and 5. Yeah,
and they still
totally.
and actually before that came out before 5 and after 4, and it was still produced by the Weinstein. So there's a lot of weird jokes in there about what they were up to.
Uh,
Yeah, rewatch the superhero movie, you'll see it. And I do appreciate Drake Bell for having the courage to speak about what happened to him and quiet on the set,
Yes.
because that
Yes.
I knew about that for years. I know my research, so I knew that was him that Brian Peck had done that to. But
Yeah.
that was not public. You find things out from researching. So I'm really happy that he had the courage to do that, because as a survivor myself, it takes a lot of courage and strength and gall to be able to go up there in front of a camera and
And
talk
say,
about what happened.
yeah.
You know, a lot of respect for that, man. So, I mean, yeah, the court case that he had was weird. Before that, yeah, I'll say that's weird. I'm not defending his actions. He shouldn't have been talking to a minor at all, period. My point is,
Period.
though, period.
Period.
My point is, though, after that, when he came out and talked about what happened to him, I do have a lot of respect for that. I do.
Mm.
No, that's the thing, is like with people, we're all people. We have good and bad qualities. I think the hate train, to loop back into Scream 7, people hop on this hate train and they go full on hate, right? And they neglect to see the fact that we're all human. We have good
Right.
and bad qualities, some more
Right.
extreme on one end than the other. And again, we are all in this together. We're all humans
Mhm.
just trying to get by on Earth and make it by and live and survive and enjoy the things we enjoy. Stop being so angry all the time. There's no
I
fucking
think a
point.
lot
That's
of
for
the
me
hate
too.
for 7 though comes from people thinking 5 was the first one.
5 is like I said earlier, it's like a fan fiction remake of 4.
Mm-hmm. Well, because
It feels
mind
like
you,
we
they
did
just
4
called it.
again.
They just called it Scream. So I think a lot
I
of
know.
people, the younger people, didn't know that. Like, no. This is actually 5. Like
We all
Scream
wanted
came out
5 cream.
back in the day. That would have been hilarious.
Well, they were
Oh, that would
calling
have
it
been
that when they were making it. I don't know if Mason told
5
you.
Cream.
They were
That's
called. They
hilarious.
had T-shirts on the set of 5 cream, because Scriform.
Right. That's funny.
You know,
I
it's
didn't. I
weird.
didn't.
Do
I
you want to
didn't
hear
know
something?
that. That's hilarious.
Speaking of like footage you find on the internet, so I became a Scream fan in like 2009. I was like
Okay.
13, 14. I overcame the fear because my sister let me watch Scream 3 when I was 7 or 6. I begged her. She's like, "You're gonna regret it." We had it on VHS, so the Creed music video played after.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're gonna regret it." I was like, "No, no, 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 I won't, I won't." I begged her. She finally caved. She regretted it until now, because I'm like, "Look, I'm getting Scream interviews." But
Also, your
yeah,
sister's a
so
fan.
I don't know if she's necessarily a fan. She was
Oh,
just watching Scream 3 because we had it on VHS. I think she was just trying to watch the
got it.
movie. But
Okay.
I'm the fan now. You know, I overcame the fear with love. I was 14. I chose to turn this thing that scared me into
Into
something that I love. But before Scream 4 was even announced, or right after it was announced, but before the website was up, before there was ever a trailer, so I think it was a fan made trailer, and somebody did a really good job of it. And it was one of those, like, kind of like the window the therapist died in Scream 6, where it's like this glass, but it's not, you can't see through it, and
yeah.
you could see Ghostface's silhouette through it, and you just like hear a screaming, and like there's a phone call thing, and you see the Scriform logo, and I had never
Ooh.
been able to find it since. I found it on YouTube on my school computer in 2009, and I have
Okay.
no idea how whoever made that got the official logo for Scream 4, or if production found that video, had it taken
And
down, and decided to take the logo for themselves.
right.
I don't
I
know
was
which is
saying just
which,
using that.
but I was paying close attention even back then when I was 13.
Hmm.
I was getting in trouble for searching that shit on the school computer though. They're like, "Why are you?" I'm like, "I'm really excited about the movie." And then they
And
released the
you,
images of like Olivia and what's her, not Olivia, of the opening scene, the aftermath. They cut that from the movie too. That was like a reference to the original Scream with the what's your favorite scary movie and blood on the wall. That was scary. Why did we cut
that's
that
what I
too?
think. Most of the things that got leaked out or have been shown ahead of time,
They
you have
cut.
to take it out. You
I
got
know.
to.
I know. It sucks because
Like,
those are the scariest parts of the movie, though. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
said, Ghostface with the blood on the mask. It's in the trailer, but not in the movie. I'm like, "Aw, I needed that." We got it in
yeah.
Scream 3. I don't think we've really had it since, have we?
But what I've been learning a lot though is a lot of the stuff for the trailer probably won't be in the movie. It was extra things that were shot as grabbers.
Yes, just things that they had, just so that they can throw it in the trailer for marketing. I do think some of the
Correct.
Ghostface lines that were cut, though, were supposed to be in the movie. Like, you know, it's been the things about like, oh, since it's been a long time since we've grown up or whatever. Like the certain Ghostface lines that are in the trailer that I do think were originally in the movie, they decided to cut because, like, okay, it's not actually Stu, so then it wouldn't make sense. Doesn't it make sense why they
Right.
cut those lines?
So I think that was changed after the test screenings because if they were
Mhm.
going to reveal that it was Stu, then you would just leave it.
At the very end in the credits after Mindy's news scene with Chad, yeah.
Yeah.
And that, like, again, I want to see that cut. I want to see that cut on
Mm.
the physical release. It comes out on the 31st, so I don't know if we have time for that, but we might. I don't know. But it'd be
It is
really
streaming.
cool.
It is streaming on the 31st.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why they pushed the main cast interviews to, I think, April, is because they want me to promote the video online, the video on
Oh.
demand. You can buy it digitally or physically on Blu-ray release of it, which is fine for me. I mean, like, I like that Paramount's okay with this. That's really nice
Yeah.
of them.
Okay.
But I'm excited because day one I'm buying it. I can't wait. I'm excited to watch closer to the bar scene now too, to see where you were. See if I can tell it's you now. I think I might be able to if I look close enough.
You look, yeah. I mean, me and Mason favor each other a lot, so especially doing that. So I was just like, okay, okay.
I've seen it
But
twice. I literally couldn't tell that was a stuntman. I thought it was Mason.
I was like, oh, well, thank you. That means I did my job. So
Hmm.
it's Mason supposed to be Mason all the way.
You did.
So
You did
if you
it.
can't tell it was a switch, we did it. We did
And I
it.
will be honest with you, man. Him and Jasmine are my favorite parts of the last three movies. They're so great. Like I
They are
said, was
fantastic.
Mindy a little too much in six? Yeah, but I still love them. And I
But she
love the
got it
fact that
like
we reference this.
you basically broke uh uh Jamie's character from one and two into two people. So
Hmm.
like we need
Jamie's a
somebody to
buddy. Do you
kind of
know
be
how
over the
happy he
top.
is? Do you know how happy Jamie is? Because he's a buddy. He's the reason why I started
Yeah.
this podcast. We talk. We
Oh,
might have different political opinions, but me and Jamie
sure.
Kennedy are good friends. I love him. He's commented on our
Oh,
videos. Like when my parents
yeah.
had COVID, my parents are in their 70s. They had COVID a couple
Okay.
years ago. I thought they're gonna die. He said, "Don't worry, bro. They'll be okay." That's who Jamie Kennedy is.
Okay.
Motherfucking Randy
By
Meeks in
all
real life.
means. He I watch
Malibu's Most
I watch
Wanted.
one and two for him. Oh my
That's
god,
the best
Malibu's
part.
most wanted. Oh
That
my
movie's
god.
my happy place.
I forgot he did that.
That movie is my happy place because I love hip hop and I really fucking hate white boys that are trying to be black. I'm sorry, I hate to say it like that, but I love OG hip hop and I hate that shit. So that
But
movie is great
that's
commentary,
Malibu's most wanted. So
and he does it so good, and he does it in a way that's totally making fun of those people. You know he
hmm
is. It's so
hmm
good. It's almost a jab at Eminem if we're gonna be honest.
I totally forgot
Almost,
he was doing that. I forgot he
yeah.
did that.
And then the same year, Anthony Anderson's in both of them, by the way. Scary Movie 3 literally ripped off the scene from the rap thing and made it like more racist with the whole pointy hood. Remember that?
Yep.
Like the whole
Yep.
scene in fucking in Malibu's Most Wanted, it makes sense because he's an idiot and he says something he shouldn't say and doesn't realize it's Black History Month. That's funny. The shit in
Yeah.
Scary Movie 3, we're both parodying 8 Mile here, but the shit in Scary
That's
Movie 3
right.
was not funny. And they literally ripped out the scene. They get thrown in the dumpster in both of the scenes, if you haven't
That's
noticed.
right. That's right. He did the yeah. Uh
God,
I literally only watched Scary Movie 3 for the
once.
part where she goes to the school and finds out Brenda's the teacher, and when he comes in and invites them to the rap battle after he does his little weird rap or whatever, when he leaves, somebody throws a box of pencils at the door. And
Wait,
I find
what?
that
I need
somebody
to rewatch
throws
that scene.
the
Holy
pencil,
shit!
like
Just a box of
either
pencils.
pencils or crayons. They throw it at right after he leaves. They just launch it, and then she turns around and goes, "Who did that?" And then I cut it off. I don't need to
My
watch nothing else after that.
funniest scene in 4 too is when she runs into Brenda on the plane. She's like, "I thought you were dead." She's like, "Bitch, I thought you were dead too." Because they died in every single one of them
And
by the end of the
everyone.
movie.
That's why I'm
First two,
excited.
Cindy
That's
gets
why I'm
hit by a
excited for
car.
this new one. I'm excited for the new one because I'm just like,
They're all gonna die by the end of it. And then we're gonna get another one.
yep,
I do think
yep,
we should. I think we should keep with the Ghostface thing though, because once we separated from that, it wasn't as good. I don't even like Scary Movie 2 that much. I think it just went too gross. I think it's got its funny
Woo!
moments, but that first movie though is so funny, man. It's so
Yeah,
special to me. I don't
yeah,
know why. I
yeah.
don't know why. 2 is just not. It's good. It's still the Wayans brothers, but it's not as funny as 1. I do like the parrot though. That parrot's hilarious. The dirty parrot swearing.
Yeah.
Or the
Like,
beginning when they're parodying The Exorcist and it's fucking shake your ass, watch yourself.
but see, I feel like with two, I feel like they were just trying to see if they could just only do other horror movies
And
and
not
how it
Scream.
was. And if they would have had three, they would have went back to Scream like themselves.
I think they
But they
would have
didn't get
too.
that option.
Hmm.
And that's why I
Yeah.
think now, since they have it back, the first person they was just like, "Oh, we
Yep.
about to we hitting Scream, like we
Shit,
need
they
our
they
ghost
even
face."
did better with the knife than they did with the first movie. Because I don't know if you played
Mhm.
close attention to the props of the knife in the first movie. They're all different. They do have it right for some of the movie, but sometimes it's
Oh,
like this weird like retractable. Sometimes it's like this like weird thing that doesn't even look like the Buck 119.
okay,
Like, and he does open it up and show that he has different knives, so it makes sense, I guess, for it's a spoof, so it's not supposed to.
right, right.
But the fact
I didn't
that
realize
like
that.
in Scary Movie 6 they got the knife right. I'm happy
Okay,
about that.
okay.
And the mask, it's not as wrinkly. It's grown on me. I didn't like it at first because it's not exactly the same, but
No,
now I like it. It's grown on me.
okay, okay.
Movie was
It's a
funny.
bit different. It's like a wider mouth too, right? Like the mouth
Wider
is
mouth, less
yeah,
wrinkles. It's just cleaner looking, and that's cool.
right.
That's every single Scream movie has changed the ghost face mask a little bit. So why
Hmm.
not Scary Movie do it too?
Yeah, yeah. It's just more push, more push. Because some people that don't know about Scream, they go see Scary Movie and be like, "What is this character from?" And then now they got to go back,
Yeah,
start
and then
over,
there's
watch
all the
Scream
people
one.
that are like that think that Scary Movie is Scream, and vice versa. That's not the same thing. One's a spoof of the
That's
other.
true.
One's
Right.
satire of the
One's
entire
really
genre
funny, was supposed to be, and the other one's supposed to be scary. So,
with funny moments to break tension.
right. Oh
Which I
yeah.
mean,
Oh yeah.
I think Scream 7 did it great with Joe McHale. I think he was a really good tension breaker.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I
It
totally
reminded
agree.
me a lot his dynamic with him and Sydney reminded me a lot of Dewey and Gale's comedic dynamic in Scream 3, which made Scream I think Scream 3 is
Ooh.
so good because of Dewey and Gale. That movie would have been bad if Dewey and Gale didn't have their part in it.
Okay. Okay.
Seriously. Like
I do
Dewey and
think
Gale
they
make
helped
that movie.
because well, because you were still trying to figure out like what are they doing? Like, are
Yeah.
y'all
Are we together? Are
like
we not? We every
right?
movie we reset this, and then like also like
Like,
Sydney or sorry, Nev Campbell was filming Party of Five, so she only had time for like
mm,
20 days at night to be able to do
mm-hmm.
it. So she's barely in
Yep.
the movie, so we really have time to like develop those characters and add to the lore. And it's in the script, like you can hear it. Like Dewey questions her on why she didn't stay with him after the hospital of Scream 2. And she said that
Yeah.
Woodsboro is like a ghost town. It's like not for
Yeah.
her, and it's like all these excuses. And I love that development. That's what I'm saying. What other horror movies have character
Mm,
development like that? Shit, Scream 4 made a comment about that, about how like the Saw sequels are just gore and there's no character development. Like that's what I
yeah.
love about Scream is it's in the genre, it commentates on the genre and then does the very thing it's commentating on, but it switches it up a little bit.
Right. But with Saw, I mean, the only person that continued through was just Jigsaw. Everybody else, it was always different people that he was, setting up and testing.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
was really no
to live
character
on for him
development.
after.
Yeah. I was like, you can't really character develop like Scream can because you're using the same, you're using the
Mhm.
same, you're using the same. So you
Right.
give them time to get to that point where, which they said in seven, well, like seven again, is Gail finally said how she felt about what happened to Dewey.
Yeah, because she held that shit in. In the last movie too, that was bullshit. She already has a boyfriend. She doesn't seem to really
Right,
care.
right.
Like
I'm like,
that was bad writing. Sorry.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
like I
I'm
said
like, she
before, a
wouldn't have moved
lot of the
on.
thing is I don't know if you noticed on this film, Vanderbilt was bumped down from executive producer and co-writer to story by and producer, and he wrote the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy, or sorry, two movies. They didn't get a
Okay.
trilogy because the first two were that bad, and then also he wrote Zodiac, which that sides with the killer. I don't trust Vanderbilt. I'm sorry, I don't like him.
Oh,
It sounds to me because I made a big fuss about him on this podcast, and I've had Lee Waddell on here. It sounds to me like they're listening to the fans and they fired his ass. Because again, when you work in film, you know damn well when you go from executive producer and co-writer to producer and story by, that means you're fucking fired. That means you lost your job. That means they just
yeah.
legally have to give you credit, which makes me feel
Correct.
good because I made a good point.
Correct.
Like he has this weird Instagram posting about shit. I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole, but
Mhm.
like shit that he shouldn't be. And I made a point. Like I was like, hey Paramount, if we're trying to get away from people like Harvey Weinstein, why do we have people like him writing Scream? So I'm glad they listened. And like now the official account is acknowledging me. I'm having official interviews from Scream 7 that they're allowing. That's great. That's the way it should be. Listen to the real fans because we care about Scream. We will keep the
Right.
franchise alive. We will keep paying to go and see it. We give a fuck.
I know people that have seen it like 5 or 6 times. I mean, I saw it 3 times myself, being honest. But
You're
like,
a fan.
right, and that's my biggest thing. I'm just like, yeah, I worked on it, but I'm also a fan of the franchise. Like, while working on it, I let it be known, like, hey, like I know these movies like the back of my hand. Like, whatever y'all want to do stunt wise with things to bring us back to like the original, I know.
Mhm.
So let's get to work
Oh,
because
another thing
we,
this movie did, the use of Ghostface. He feels like a ghost. It's scary. He doesn't feel like a fucking superhuman like 5 and 6. When he gets pushed through that window by Tatum, you could tell he got hurt.
yep. And that was a thing too, was how does Ghostface move? Oh, I can tell you how he moves. This is how he moves. Like,
Like a phantom, as he should.
which is fair because Jeremy played Ghostface in Seven, and this was his first time being Ghostface. So
He's
Jeremy
my
did
favorite since
amazing.
Lee Waddell. He is
He
my
did
favorite Ghostface
amazing.
since Lee. Since the original Ghostface. He's my
But that's
favorite.
that's that's what we went back to. I watch one. I need you to go back and watch one. What was also pretty cool too, when we were doing the previs and trying to figure things out, and I wanted to touch on a lot of stuff from the first Scream because I'm like, Kevin is directing this. Like, he's gonna approve these stunts if we're doing stuff similar to what he already, wanted to do and did in the first one. So if we
And he
can
was
make
there
things
every day
feel,
for the making of that first movie. Wes Craven showed
yeah,
him how to make a horror film.
yeah, every day. So I'm like, he's gonna appreciate, these stunts because it's gonna feel nostalgic for him because we're bringing everything back feel wise like the first one. So
Staples.
in
Like I said, staples, man.
There you go. So even in that bar scene, like when they first get into the kitchen and it's the little cat and mouse, like she's going and he's going. Watch how Ghostface moves. It's not the fact that they're doing the cat and mouse, it's his movement.
Like a phantom.
And I was just like, there we go. We're here. We're in. Like, cool. And then even with Chad, she stabs him and he's just like, come on. And then just have Ghostface like appear behind him and just, you like, oh, he gonna kill Chad. Like, he don't need to.
No.
Chad's
That's
a
not
nobody
the
right now.
Yeah, Chad's not the goal here. Sydney's the goal, right?
Yep.
That's the
And
whole
however,
motive.
however they need to hurt Sydney and her family, I'm gonna kill the friend because that affects Tatum. Chad, we don't know who Chad is. Chad is just a
I didn't
person.
even think of that. That's awesome. That makes that scene even better.
Well, think about it. I mean, he cut Mindy, but that's because she was in the way.
Yeah.
But she wasn't anybody to them. Like, you got
Yeah,
to think when we
they're
found out.
not the goal.
Well, now that we know who the killers are obsessed with Sydney.
Sydney. And
They don't
everybody
know who
around
Chad
Sydney.
and Mindy are.
And then also, the Lucas was just like I said, reminded her of her husband, so he was a loose
Oh
end they
yeah,
had
he
to
just had
tie
he had
off.
to be he had to go. He had to
Yeah.
go. But now that
He
you
was
think
also kind of blowing the lid on his mom, if you want to get technical. He was too good at being obsessed with this shit that he was gonna blow the lid on it if she
right
was
from the
to get away with
beginning
it.
that his opening scene in the coffee shop, like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, did he ask you this again? Like, hey, if you need to stop or
That
we're
was
gonna
pretty
end
obvious.
you. Yep.
I was like, yep, okay, yep.
Yep.
In the car, I'll
Well,
take
like
that
I
for you.
said, it was supposed to be
Yeah,
streamlined that
yeah,
he was the one doing it.
yeah.
But now that you go back and look at it and you watch how she reacts, and
Mm-hmm.
mind you,
When
when
she
they're sitting
grabs
on the
him
couch,
with their fake smile too, that was really good.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about the conversation when she's asking her about how to deal with Tatum, and she's like, sometimes you just got to do this, and I'm like, she's telling you that she about to kill her own kid.
Oh my god. I didn't pick up on that either. Holy shit. Now I will
Mhm.
say that why is Sydney sharing this shit with somebody she barely knows? She should know better. Or running through an entire town
Or
instead of
does
taking Gail's
she?
car.
Does that blew my mind? I was like, she started running. Where
Yeah.
you going? You're
But
not
again,
gonna make it.
there's
You're
the
not
horror
gonna make
movie
it.
thing, right? There's the thing that
Yeah.
we're gonna do. We're gonna critique the horror movie and do the very thing. Remember, she's always running up the stairs when she should be running out the front door. What does she
Right.
do? The very next thing Sydney does. So I'm just saying, like, okay, yeah, in a moment of heightened stress, maybe the mother would run halfway across the town, then take Gail's keys and think logically because she's in an emotional state.
Correct. But also, she did call, so she knew she wasn't gonna make it. I like that she had the realization. It was just like, I'm far. All right, hey, you got to do this. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
make it there. You can do this. You got to do it. And I was rooting. I was just
And when
like, come
Tatum
on,
put the gun down, everyone's like, no, no. She picks it up, everyone's like, yeah, yeah.
shoot him in the
Covering it up,
head. Shoot him
nervous.
in the head.
So good. So good. Oh, and then
Oh,
the
I
way,
was just
dude, the
like,
way he comes up behind her when the ghost face is at the door, right? The slow thing and the blur. There's a lot of moments that remind me of the first Strangers movie.
oh yes,
Visually, the way it's lit, the way it's shot. It's very,
yes.
that scary background shit that they were doing with the man in the middle in the original Strangers. The
Oh,
only good one. I mean, I like Prey at Night, it's fun, but the only actual genuinely scary movie out of all of those that was fucking scary. And Scream
yeah,
7 did that. Like when I saw the trailer, I'm like, this is giving me Strangers 1 vibes in a good way.
yeah. I didn't think about that. That definitely has stranger vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I even did it when I saw it in theaters. Was I well, and I already knew it was more than two. So when they cornered her at the coffee shop, like when she thought she was about to get away, and the other one came around the corner, I was like,
Yeah. And some people complained about that cut to black. I will say the Ghostface coming up to the camera, like in the opening, it's a bookend, like it's a cool thing. And also,
but
Scream 6 did a really, really, really bad cut to black. Okay, we have Bailey running at Sam with a loaded gun with bullets in it, while she has a knife, and they
right,
tackle each other and fall off a balcony, and then we cut to black. What the
right.
fuck was that?
I
That's
was like,
bad.
hmm. But
And
see,
it's so
seven, you needed that cut to black because
yes.
people have to realize seven had nothing to do with anybody but
Mm-hmm.
Sydney.
Right. And
They
we
don't
needed
they
to
don't
get
care
to
about
like
Tatum.
there was a Scream 3 element of her getting Sydney to the location and like all of that.
Correct.
So there's
Nope.
that too.
These Ghostface were not trying to kill nobody. They were trying to get to Tatum. Tatum was the kidnapped victim to begin with. They were
Yeah,
gonna
they weren't gonna kill
kidnap
her.
Tatum to begin with, correct? Just to get Sydney where they needed her to be. That's it.
Mhm. And they were just trying to spark the inspiration that helped them, which again is some really crazy
Correct.
on point commentary on parasocial relationships. I mean, like, dude, I got people messaging my social media accounts about celebrities that die all the time, grieving about it. And it's like, I'm going through my own shit, man. But like we got that. People think that they're friends with people that have a platform, and it's like, yeah, you could be friendly and you can be like an acquaintance, but you don't know
Right.
this person in real life. And that's a
Right.
great example of that.
Right.
And I think all the AI stuff and everything about this movie is going to be like Scream 4, where it ages like fine wine. And it's going to be this thing that people look back upon as something not only relevant for the time, but more relevant as the future goes on.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said before, the her being shot in the face was fantastic because I wasn't expecting that. And then the beer
The
tap.
way it fell off.
Oh,
Yeah, the beer tap and McKenna Grace's scene. Those are three staples of great scenes in the entire movie. And I can't say that for
yeah,
anything since the first, to be real with you.
yeah.
Like, really, for
Like
great
McKenna
staples that
Grace's scene.
affected me and
Oh, that was
scared me.
beautiful. That was a beautiful scene. McKenna Grace just hanging. Oh, that was beautiful. I was
Well
just like,
done.
man,
Guts
cinematically,
on the
it looked
ground. Oh,
great. Looked great.
I felt
And
bad
see,
for
that was another
her.
thing too. When I saw that she was going to be in it, I'm like, well, okay, okay, all right, all right. So I got to be honest,
Oh.
which is kind of hilarious. So I worked a lot with Celeste and Asa because everything was in the bar.
Hmm.
And after like meeting them, which I met them in hair and makeup and stuff, knowing that they're older, I didn't realize that they were playing high school kids until
Because
I
they're in
went and
their
saw the movie.
20s.
Right. So I didn't realize it because I was just like, I know who dies from what I
They
did.
look like they could be about seniors in high school. They look like they could be
Yeah. Oh
18.
no.
They're
But
young looking
in
20s
my
like me. I
mind,
don't look
I'm
like
like,
I'm 29.
like I thought we were in college. I'm thinking college. I'm like, I know they're in school. I was thinking college. I didn't
Uh,
know high school until I went to go see it and was just like, oh snap, we just killed a bunch of kids.
yeah. Yeah. Fucked up,
We just
right?
killed a whole bunch of kids.
Uh,
Okay, okay, here we go. Dang, dang, yeah,
yeah.
it's
That's that,
okay.
but that makes it
It's okay.
scarier. That's what made it scary about the first
That's
one,
what
right?
made it scarier. But you got to
Mm-hmm.
think too. Scream One, they were in high school.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. So
it's like I said,
it's a loop back around.
everything is tying back
This
to
movie
that
did
first.
everything that I think Scream 4 and 5 tried to do and did it better because it's in the hands of the creator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Oh
did.
yeah.
It's a really good movie and I love it. Is it perfect?
Yeah.
No, like I said, no movie's perfect. No movie's without
No,
flaw. But
no,
is it as bad as people are saying it is? Fuck no.
no, no. You got to
John
think
Campea
about
saying it was one of the worst movies he's ever seen. What a shill!
who's
Like
in it?
John Campea, he's one of these like
Oh,
YouTuber. He worked for Collider. Now he just does his own streams.
yeah.
He blocked me when Linkin Park came back, and I called the singer out for being a Scientologist. And I worked with Chester's son, and he
Mm.
blocked me out for calling him out for supporting that. So that's who John Campea is. It's not one of the worst movies ever made. The guy just
Oh,
isn't a Scream fan. He doesn't like horror
there you go.
movies.
There you go. And mind you,
That's
I'm a horror fan. I love
me
horror,
too.
and I so happily also am a fan of Scream. And
I like bad
literally,
horror too, and I know what bad horror is. This is not Jason
right.
X.
And that's why I'm just like from this perspective, like when people say, "Hey, I love this for whatever they specify they love it for," I'm like, "All right, you guys watch Scream before, like you guys know what's happening," or just people just Scream fans. But when they're saying like, "Oh, I don't like it because this, and this," and I'm like, "Have you watched anything before 5?"
Have you ever seen Alien versus Predator Requiem? Because that movie, I think, has a higher critic score than this does, and that's wrong. That movie's so dark you can't see anything at all.
I
Period.
think I think 7 was pitted to be bad to try and end it.
Yeah.
And fans is what
Look at the
made it
audience.
correct.
79% positive fresh by fans. Just saying.
Correct. That's why I'm just like, as soon as I saw the rating from the critics, I was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you felt
no,
something was off
they're
trying.
trying to end
Yeah.
it. They're
I
trying
felt
to end
something was
it.
off too. Yeah. Oh, it's stale, yada yada yada. It felt bought and paid
Yeah.
for to me. That's why I
I'm
was like,
like,
oh, I'm gonna love this movie. I know I'm gonna love
right.
this movie because everything I've seen in the trailer and everything I'm
Mm-hmm.
hearing now, like I said, I got spoiled for me.
But
I had
I
everything.
really hope what you said actually happens and that Kevin does the things, but just doesn't, gives it
Yeah,
to
pull
somebody
pull a
else or whatever.
Halloween 3 and have Kevin direct it, and then if he doesn't want to take credit for it because he's upset about this, give the credit to someone else. Even pull a
Right.
Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson on Scream 1 and have him show a young auteur how to make a horror movie, right?
Yeah.
Like
And just
me,
get
for
that person the
example, because
credit.
I want to make a horror movie, like me, for example, and then have
Yeah.
Kevin Williamson actually do it, show me how to make a horror movie. And then if he wants
Mm-hmm.
to not take credit for it, give me fucking credit. I don't care. But that's my
Right.
point, is that's a way to do it right there, man. Right there. Because
Mm-hmm.
Kevin makes it feel like Scream, and it hasn't felt like Scream since 1 or 2, maybe, or 3 even. But still, that's the first 3 movies, and we're on 7. The first time
Yeah.
we felt like the first trilogy, sense it. That says something. It's important. We need Kevin Williamson
And
there.
like being there with him, like I have a picture of it's actually so I didn't say so, but like I have a picture of one of the screen chairs that just says Scream 7 on it. It's actually his chair. That I took the picture of because I was like super geeked out. I'm like, he's right here. Like this is his like this guy had a thought and it became Scream and he had this whole franchise and he's right here. He's directing. He's gonna be directing me freaking out. That's when the fan came out where I'm
Mhm.
just like,
And
oh
then
my
you got
God,
to
oh
be
my God, oh my God.
professional, and you can't ask all the questions you want to ask right when you want to ask them.
Oh man. I literally kept my distance because I was just like, I don't I
You don't
mean,
want to fuck
he
it up.
came
I
over to
get it.
me and said good job. I got to shake his hand, which I was just like, ah and I'm just like, okay,
Not just Scream.
cool. Let's go kill
Vampire
chat. Like,
Diaries, Dawson's Creek. He's created so many iconic pieces of media. Kevin's a
mm-hmm.
legend, man. He's awesome.
Yes. And watching him like being able to like see his process, like, you know, why don't he like that scene, or what is he looking for? Why is he shooting at this angle? Like,
Mm.
like just being able to watch, and I'm just like, this is a master class right here.
The visual storytelling was there that was not there in 5 and 6 too. It like
Yeah,
the way like you just said, the
yeah.
camera angles that he chose.
Hmm.
Maybe while making it, you were wondering why, but watching it, it's like,
Hmm.
whoa,
This
this is
is
the
why,
thing that
right?
we're missing.
This is why. Yeah,
It's
this
almost
is
like
the
Wes's
specifics.
soul came through and helped them make it. It's like insane. I love it.
Or, I mean, he worked with Wes for a lot of them,
I
so he
know.
probably got a book.
Oh my God, he was taking notes. Kevin is that smart. We know that. That's what I would have done.
I would have the
All to
same,
lead up to
same.
this. So that's
Yep.
why I'm like, don't step down, Kevin, man. We love you. We want you. The fans need you. The people who work on your movies are fans too. Look at that.
He can always change his mind. You know, right
I know.
now he's probably just like,
Upset. It's
I did
hurtful.
it. I did what I did. You know, I mean, he can't be upset. The numbers are here.
No,
I
I'm talking
mean,
about the negative reviews, but the numbers now, he
well, that's
should
what I'm
be
saying.
happy.
You can't be. I'm sorry. You can say whatever negative you want, but the numbers don't say anything that's negative.
He made Scream $1 billion franchise. It was not before.
No, and that's still. I'm still like,
And you are
we
in the movie that made Scream $1 billion franchise.
$1 billion franchise. Like, number
You
one, we were
helped
the number
that.
one movie in the world, and we hit $1 billion. And I mean, still, we're still potential growth. Like,
It's
it's
still in
still,
theaters, right? I
yeah, yeah,
guarantee you they're going to
yeah.
keep it in theaters as it comes
Oh
out in
yeah,
streaming too to make more money for it because people are
oh
going to
yeah,
keep going to see it
still
in
growth.
theaters. I didn't need
And
the
I'm
AI
just like,
marketing and gambling. All I needed was Kevin and Nev saying it's an experience that you got to go to the theater to enjoy. And I
yeah,
did. I
yeah,
was wondering why I
yeah,
spent $50
yeah,
pre-ordering IMAX tickets. Then I realized it was the moving chair experience. That was
yes.
okay. You
Sick.
feel every step.
So I saw it regularly the first time, but I did IMAX the second time, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is
My
why you,
girlfriend had
okay,
to turn
this
her
is why
chair
you
off.
do
She wasn't.
this.
I had mine on full blast. I was like, yeah, I'm in it. It was a different experience.
Oh yeah, it was worth it. Totally, totally worth it for sure.
First Scream movie in IMAX. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think any of the other ones were in IMAX at all.
Not six.
Nope.
Oh,
Hmm.
see, we just out here breaking records. I see
That's what I'm saying. For
that's
number
what it
7,
is.
look at Friday the 13th. I know I love the New Blood, but compare Scream 7 to Part 7 of Friday the 13th, okay? Compare Scream 7 to Nightmare on Elm Street Part 7. Like, it's the difference is clear. I named 2 bad movies there,
No,
and
none
none
of
of
that.
them were Scream 7.
No, no. We hit it, and you know what? I think people are mad because we are hitting. It hit. It,
Yeah.
it 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 wasn't what
They
they were
tried to
expecting, what
sabotage
they
it. It
wanted.
didn't work.
I'm like, and I've, so being a fan, I've always said I wanted something that didn't really relate to somebody with Sydney. I'm like, you could make screens as many times as you want to because it doesn't have to be a relation. You can keep going with people being
Mhm.
related or having some
We almost
affiliation.
did that with 6. We almost did, and then we just repeated the same
And
beats with different characters.
right. And that's why I was just like, oh, y'all were close, but like,
No cigar.
we can still hit this and it doesn't need to be anything. I love the fandom. That's what the whole
Mhm.
point of Seven is. It's a
That's why
fandom
it's
of
good.
Sydney.
That's why that reveal is
And
cool because it's not
yes,
directly familially connected or anything, and they make it seem like it is.
right.
That's
Because they get to
scary.
when he
She
introduces
really
and
fucked
says
with
Stu,
her.
and you like, wait, is it really Stu about to walk through this gate right here? And then she doesn't reveal herself right away, and you just like, okay, okay, all
And
right,
there's
y'all got to
more
do the
left
reveal
open
because we're
too. That
freaking out.
because we
And
don't
then
know
when
if
she
Stu's
takes off her
100% dead or
mask,
alive. We don't
right,
know.
you're just like,
He could have been
why
part
would
of
he
that whole
say
thing.
Stu, knowing that it's not? And that's why I think too. Yeah,
Ooh.
he said it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
he
And
said.
this has been my theory. I've been thinking about that, right? Maybe Stu realized that it wasn't time.
To reveal him. I agree. Because
It
mind
wasn't time.
you, we don't really know Ethan Embry's motives besides what
Mm-mm.
we assume is just that he was following what she said.
And
But
what if
why?
Stu told him to say and confirm to Sydney that Stu is dead? So now she's
Yep.
not worried for the future that Stu might be out there when he
Yep.
really is.
Yep.
And
I'm like,
again,
it's
they've been
here. We're
listening to the
here.
fans, literally hiring fans of the franchise, right? All of it. And then Craven Something Scary, a good friend of ours who has a YouTube channel. He had passed away last September, actually. We
Oh,
started
sorry.
they coined the term Core 4 because of him. He said it on a stream before Scream 6 ever came out. It's on IMDb trivia. He's a good friend of mine. But we started a thing called the Stu Train as the Scream fans. We all wanted
Okay.
Stu to be back. And that was the thing he wrote until he died, man. The Stu Train. So
Ooh.
we want this. The real fans want this. That test audience was bullshit. Bunk. No goo. They were not
Yeah,
Scream
because I'm like,
fans.
what test audience did y'all? They should have showed us.
Yeah,
What
because,
test
dude,
audience were you using?
not fans
Because
of Scream,
I
I can
heard
tell
they
you
weren't gonna
that.
do. I heard they weren't gonna do a test audience because they just wanted to just release it just to see what people were gonna think. But
They got cold feet, man. They got worried.
yeah, that's
They
fair.
didn't,
That's
yeah.
fair.
It's business,
And
you
look,
know?
you doubled your money back.
They did. They made the money.
Dub doubled your money back.
And made it $1 billion franchise now.
$1 billion franchise. Like,
That's even freaking you out in such a good way. You're part of a
oh, such
billion
a
dollar
good. It was
franchise.
literally in the theater after it went off. I just sat there because I'm like, it's real now. Like, I am a part of the Scream franchise. Like,
Yes.
this movie that I watched when I was a kid. So basically, I had a similar situation as you, but for the first one,
Full circle.
when I was younger, and I actually snuck into a movie theater to see Scream 1.
Oh my God. I was not, I was 3 months old, so I was not there. I didn't do that.
I was 6 or 7.
Oh wow, you were really young. Good for you,
6 or
bro.
7.
You found your way
When
in.
it came out in
96.
96,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
96.
Oh, so I was 8.
Still,
So
8 years old, found your
eight
way into
years
Scream.
old.
Good for you. That's a challenge.
Going to see this movie, like, well, so at that point though, I had already seen like other like my movie is It, like the original It.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a fan of Tim
Yes,
Curry.
Tommy Lee Wallace directed that. That's why I say
Mm-hmm.
Halloween 3 was not Tommy, because that doesn't feel like Tommy. It feels like John Carpenter.
I'm a Tim Curry fan. I love Tim
Yeah,
Curry.
Tim Curry's amazing.
And
I don't
when
think
I found
Skarsgård did
out,
as good of a job.
I think he did good in his own way. I think
But
he
I
did good
like
in his
Curry.
own
I
way.
think Curry's scarier. Something
When
about
I
Curry's
found out that
face.
Tim Curry was it stopped being scary to me.
Oh, because you love Tim Curry.
Because I love Tim Curry. It used to terrify me. Every time, oh my God, I used to be like this. And I'm cool with clowns. It was just, he made me
I'll
not
be
cool
real,
with
man. Same with me with that. Especially because he's in Scary Movie too, and he's so fucking funny in that.
Yes. Like, this guy terrified me as a child, but he made Clue. He was the butler in Clue, which I also watched faithfully.
I completely forgot about that. It's awesome.
So I'm just like, all right,
Clue's like the original Scream.
I'm like, I love horror movies now because some of my favorite actors are the horror people.
Full circle, man. Look at it.
So I just started loving horror. The horror movie that scared me the most since was Sinister. And I love Sinister because at the time I was coaching kids. And kids are the villains in Sinister.
Are they?
Kids. Well, it's the demon. It's the demon that's possessing them, but it's the kids.
Yeah.
It's the kids.
Dude, because Ethan Hawke was so good in that. I haven't seen The Black Phone yet, right? But I heard he's great in that too as the killer.
Amazing.
Yes. Who would have thought Ethan Hawke would play such a good villain, right? But I'm excited. I gotta check that out. They made 2 of them.
It was good enough that they made Black Phone too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch both of those because those look interesting. And I love Ethan Hawke horror movies. Like I said, Sinister was awesome. Sinister 2 was pretty bad though.
Throw you away.
I've seen it. It's been a while.
Okay.
It's since it came out, and I've seen a lot of movies.
I watch Sinister once a year.
You do it once a year. Holy shit! All right, I'm gonna have to start doing that.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I also like the first Purge. The first Purge movie with Ethan Hawke in it. Purge. He was good in that too. But that was very much like almost a remake of the first Strangers home invasion movie. Yeah, it felt a lot like it. I like the second one because they went more out in the streets.
Right.
Sorry, I'm really bad with ADHD, and I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. I was just about to say, just with the first Purge, It was a mix of like Strangers and Panic Room.
That right there. I didn't like that Ethan Hawke died though, because I wish that he would have been in the sequels. But I really like Frank Grillo in 2 and 3. So, and I
Yeah,
like that they turned it more
yeah.
into action movies after that. So they did something different. They made it its own thing, and then it ends up
But
being like a
still a big
commentary on
franchise
Trump.
too.
It ends up being a commentary on Trump by the fourth one. So I think that's funny.
Hey,
I like the that
it
one, the Forever
franchised
Bird.
out.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
all they need. Hey, how can we make this
Well,
a
I mean, it
franchise?
makes
It
sense though,
franchised
because when
out
you
and
get
had
to
a
a
TV
certain
show.
point, it's like, okay, but why are people following the rules? They could just keep purging. So that last
True,
one makes a lot of
true,
sense.
true. Yeah, we don't have to wait.
And they make it a commentary on immigration too. So there's like a double thing in there. It's ultra relevant.
Ooh.
You know, that's why I love Spiral. It was they delayed that from 2020 to 2021 because of all the police corruption. They didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
They
knew
said it
that.
was
Yeah.
COVID, but I don't think it
No,
was. That
no.
movie's
We
a great
knew. We
commentary on
knew.
police corruption.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if there's anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up, I'd love for you to throw any shout outs
Um,
out there or anything, and then I'll do a quick thing, and then
I,
you stay with
I would
me.
love to thank cast and crew on Scream 7. We had a lot of fun. I know I had a lot of fun making it and filming it. The crew was great. The cast was great. Um, Looking forward to 8 if we have the opportunity. If it's gonna shoot in Atlanta, let's make some more money. Like, let's do it.
I want to do a
Um,
cameo. I'll fly up to Atlanta.
Man,
It's not that far.
that that would be cool. You get killed.
I want to get killed in a Scream movie or be Ghostface. I'll do it. I'll act
I
weak
want
too.
some
I'll put
more.
all
I
of my
need some more
childhood trauma
creative,
into the role.
deaths. I need some more and
Dude, I
more
could
creative. I
cry
will
on
never
cue.
forget this bar tap, bro. Like,
Oh my
and
God.
what's my favorite?
Staples.
The bar tap.
Staples. Yes. No, I
That's
can't
it.
stop thinking about that. The way the beer and the blood comes out too.
Yes.
Oh.
Now,
Oh.
mind you, because when we did it, we couldn't see anything because that was CGI. Like, they didn't
Mhm.
show anything. But I'm just like picturing in my mind of like the beer just pouring out. I didn't even think about blood. I'm like, wait, we
Now,
just
was that a stunt double or was it Aza doing it? Aza doing it.
half and half.
Okay. I like that.
Half and half. So he had to be there so we could get the full shot, so you could actually see his face, so they could CGI it properly. And then his stunt man was the anytime you see it from like here behind his head
Mhm.
was his stunt guy.
That is
So
awesome.
the whole lift to go near it was his stunt man, and then when it was reversed, because that
Mhm.
pointing thing wasn't there anymore, it was Asa.
Sounds to me like they wanted only the stuntman for that, except for his face, and Ozzy wanted to do more. They let
No,
him do.
he was it was an equal, like,
Okay, good. I love when they let the actors do some of their own stunts. I love
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. If they can and it's safe, probably 99% of the time, it's like, yeah, go ahead.
Keanu and John Wick, that's some crazy shit. His face is all in that. He did that training.
What he trained for. That's what he trained for.
Mm-hmm. I like Keanu's such a sweetheart, but if I was like to put together a private military, I think he'd be like the fucking commander. He's got skills.
He do. He do. He do.
And anything else? Any more shout outs you want to throw out there?
Shout out to Stunts. We are getting recognized and people are starting to see us now, which is amazing. Kudos to everybody that's out here working, striving, no matter what you're doing, keep working, keep doing the thing. Don't listen to the naysayers.
Fuck the
You could make
naysayers.
you could make $1 billion movie.
With audience reviews that say 79% and critic reviews that say very bad things that I don't agree
Right.
with, nor that are true. They're not true. Yeah, exactly. And also through this interview, we've got another interview from another stunt person from Scream 7. So Katrina's coming on too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
told
I
her.
think because
I told her.
this got announced, Celeste O'Connor sent us a DM. She sent us a blue heart, which blue heart is a very healing, loving symbol, and I love that. So she's busy. I offered her to come on. So if I hear back,
Yeah.
I'd love to. I'd love to interview Celeste too, because we already got Kyle Winters coming on. Can't wait
Right.
for that. I am sad that we didn't see him die on screen though. He kind of got a bunk kill there, huh? But it was cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah, no, again, leading into the whole Halloween 2018, Saw 1, you don't see everything
Mhm.
leaving up to the imagination thing. They did
Right.
that perfectly.
Right.
And then juxtapose with the gore. That's great art. That's how you do it. Oh, it's doing the thingy again. Hang on just one
Yeah,
second.
we got
You saw it that time. All right, we're back.
yeah, I saw it
All
that
right.
time.
So I'm going to do a quick closeout if you want to stay with me
Okay.
just for a minute after. And this is how I usually do it. So thank you for everyone, for listening to and watching Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast with our extremely special guest, Brian Neal, Mason Gooding, Stunt Double, and Scream 7, and so much more work. We love you, man. We'd love to have you back on. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, I clicked the wrong button, I think. I didn't click end stream. I clicked leave. Oops.